Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. The City of Austin is providing funding for community ideas that focus on the needs of vulnerable neighborhoods along Project Connect corridors. Project Connect is the city's high-capacity transit system expansion. Earlier this year, City Council approved a plan to invest $65 million of anti-displacement funding in land acquisition, land development, and community-initiated solutions. $20 million of that funding is now available to support programs and services that benefit residents who live within 1 mile of Project Connect lines and stations in areas facing risk of displacement. Nonprofit organizations and partnerships are invited to apply for funding that will support initiatives designed to prevent the displacement of renters and homeowners and create economic mobility opportunities. To learn more and join an information session, visit austintexas.gov/community innovation. Joan Means Khabele was the first Black person to jump into Barton Springs. This courageous act of civil disobedience sparked a movement of weekly swim-ins, eventually leading to the desegregation of Barton Springs Pool and Zilker Park. This local civil rights icon passed away last year, but her legacy lives on.
On behalf of Steve Adler, the mayor of the city of Austin, Texas, do hereby proclaim April 9th, 2022 as Joan Means Khabele Day in the city of Austin.
Today has been declared Joan Means Khabele Day. My mother, Joan, she led the integration efforts when she was in high school, and she was the first Black person to jump into Barton Springs in protest. And she led a series of protests over time to integrate Barton Springs. I'm kind of blown away. I wasn't expecting it. Very happy about it. We're very excited about it. 4 generations of my family have enjoyed Barton Springs. I've known it my whole life. This is one of my favorite parts of the world, not just of Austin. I'm beginning to understand more and more how historical it is, what she did, because she was very humble about it. Barton Springs to me represents my mother, a very naturally beautiful place, a very attractive place for people, a very healing place, and I feel like it represents her. She raised us to be courageous and fearless and never feel like there was any place where we were not welcome. One of the things that I love about coming to Barton Springs is you see people from all over the world, and it's really beautiful. It's like a little bubble of paradise.
We're here to celebrate and honor Miss Joan Means. Her efforts were monumental. It's an honor to be here, and it's pretty cool because we're supposed to use history as a way to measure how far we've come. And there's still a lot of work to be done, but I know that Joan Means would be happy that in today's time, a person like I have access to this pool without fear of being intimidated or marginalized. There's a lot of people that never got an opportunity to experience the healing powers of these waters. My hope is today that we're here to renew that commitment to never repeat that history.
There is a natural dance that happens every day between dogs and the people who walk them. Dogs and their owners will trot along calmly with their furry friends, or perhaps those furry friends tug on the leash, ready to run and play. The performance, Dance for Dogs and the People Who Walk with Them, speaks to the movement and stories of Austin Animal Center workers, local dog lovers and their dogs, and is in collaboration with Forklift Danceworks. It's part of a free day-long festival celebrating Austin's furry companions and the people who care for them. This free event will include waived adoption fees, shelter tours throughout the day, and fun activity booths with local pet vendors. Visit austintexas.gov/Austin Animal Center for more information. In 2020, the city's Watershed Protection Department installed 5 rain gardens and 12 rainwater cisterns at the Reilly Elementary School campus and Green School Park. Those installations are used for outdoor classes where students learn about water conservation, earth-friendly gardening, and protecting creeks. What are we going to learn about today? Pollinators!
I'm Farmer Jackie with PEAS, Partners for Education, Agriculture, and Sustainability here at Reilly Elementary. We tailor the curriculum to their science teaks, and specifically at this school, because of the number of rainwater catchments and gardens and cisterns, we really tie back to the watershed heavily and capturing rainwater as much as we can in our lessons with them. This that's coming out is rainwater. Having the rain gardens and the cisterns on this campus gives the students an opportunity to explore, investigate what a cistern is, how it works, and think about how they can help protect their surrounding watershed as well. We're still learning, but we're learning through play and hands-on activities. So I think being outside is a huge benefit to them. Race it, go. The students have been most excited to learn about their garden insects. And it's great to see from the beginning of the lesson a little bit of fear that is overcome, and by the end no one's trying to squish any bugs, and in fact they're trying to protect the bugs. Today's lesson was about pollinators and parts of the flower. So we started with a little discussion, and then most of the lesson is exploratory. So it's time for them to enter the rain garden and pretending to be a pollinator while also learning about what pollinators are here in their garden. Rain gardens are great pollinator gardens. It's really a great learning opportunity when the kids come through and they see that wildlife are flocking to this area where there otherwise would have just been grass. The impact on the students, I think, it's a confidence builder, and by the end they've got gardening skills, they have respect for wildlife and insects, and kind of conquer some of those fears about maybe stinging insects or other animals that might be in our surrounding areas but coexist with us.
The beauty of nature really kind of isn't there without flowers.
The rain gardens and cisterns capture and then slowly release thousands of gallons of stormwater each year. This reduces flooding and erosion problems on the campus. To learn more about installing a cistern or rain garden on your property, visit austintexas.gov/gardengoodies. Did you know that Austin Water manages nearly 40,000 acres of conservation land to benefit people, water, and wildlife around Austin? These lands are protected from encroaching urban development and are also home to endangered species like the golden-cheeked warbler. If you're looking for a way to celebrate Earth Day and springtime in Central Texas, sign up for a guided wildlands hike. If you're looking to give back, join biologists at the wildlands to pitch in on a grassland or woodland restoration project. You can learn about local plants and animals while spreading wildflower seeds or watering newly planted trees. No experience is necessary. See detailed descriptions of volunteer activities and sign up at austintexas.gov/wildland events. And now we leave you with some colorful artwork by local artist Lys Santamaria from the Temple 2021 series titled Emerging, now on display at the Millwood Branch Library. Happy spring and stay well, Austin.